Hello, friends. We are in the 17th lecture, and in today's class, I will tell you about another option, another platform of GeoGebra, where the same thing you will be doing, but in a different way. That is called GeoGebra Classic. So, in fact, I thought that I must say something about that, which is very simple as you can easily see as I proceed. So after you open the GeoGebra, we are always pressing say start calculator, then choosing the things. But here, after you get this, at the end you see there is a thing called GeoGebra Classic. You click that GeoGebra Classic. You click this, then you will be getting a window like this, and here you find that there are so many icons present here. So it is basically if your algebra mode is based on somewhat writing instructions, here it is icon based. Those who don't like to type so much, they can or don't want to remember all the instructions. Of course, instructions are not to be remembered, to be very frank, no point in that. But don't like to type in longhand what you want to do. For them, it is very good to use GeoGebra mode. For example, let me show you some of the things in GeoGebra Classic. And in GeoGebra Classic, also you get this instruction window here as you get in GeoGebra mode. Okay. So, for example, you this is a selection of point. You select a point here. Then it says select position of the point where you want to place it. I place it here. Your point A is positioned here. What this arrow means? Arrow means you can move the point anywhere you like. Okay, this is the thing. So I have created a point. Similarly, in the point, you see there are several options. This point can be in a particular position, midpoint between any two points. So many things intersect of two objects will give you a point. Things like that, which you can explore on your own. So this is how a point can be created. Now, suppose I create another point, and you see this point minus 3 plus 3 is there, uh, like your algebra mode, the corresponding instruction we are all familiar with. Now, what you do, you create another point, say B here. So B is also created, shown here. Okay, then you create another point. Say, for example, I will not write here, which I can type also, but I will now a point. Suppose you create it here, C. Now, you suppose want to draw a line segment, then this icon uh, is to be selected, which invites you to do anything you want to do with line segments and points. So select this. You want to draw segment between 2 points, select that one, select 2 points or positions. So I will select A and B. Similarly, I want to, it is already selected here, another line segment between say B and C and between C and D. What are the different options you can have? You can draw a line segment or a line or a ray between these 2 points, and you can try vector. Of course, I have not told anything, but you can draw vector as well. In later lectures I will tell something interesting about vectors, but for the time being, this is how the GeoGebra Classic works. That is, it is practically icon driven thing, very simple to work. One thing is that you can this angle thing I will tell. For example, I want to measure the angle ABC, angle of the triangles I want to measure. So let us see what are the options. You press that, then you select this, and then angle, what it is telling. If you select 2 points or 2 lines. So I want to measure angle between the line F and G. So I select F and G, and it is. But it is showing the outer angle. So you first, the order you change. Okay. Order you change, and this order you delete this. You delete this, and the G and F angle, if you do, it will measure this acute angle ABC. So let us see. So angle between G and F, it is 63.43 degrees. Similarly, and it also show nicely this angle, okay, and it gives the name alpha. Similarly, you want to measure this angle, so select G and H. It once again shows outer. I don't like that. I delete that, and H and G you do. It shows. Similarly, angle between these two you select F and H. It shows. So alpha, beta, gamma. And some of the angles are 180-degree, no matter where A, B, and C are located. That you can easily verify by changing the position of A, B, or C. Clear. The angle changes, and not only that, see, we now know, therefore, the corresponding instruction is angle, which is now typed here, which I did not type. But and another good thing is in algebra and tool mode, you had to switch over between these two. But in this classic GeoGebra Classic, this window of typing the instructions come automatically. Okay, so we have understood this, how to measure angle and things like that. Let us make this screen a bit more clumsy so that, see, you can draw any polygon. For example, regular polygon you want to do. It says that select 2 points, then enter number of vertices. So you select 2 points. So for example, you select D and E, and then you select this, a regular polygon, and number of vertices you have to provide. Select 2 points. So D, E, and number of vertices it asks. You put 6, and it gives you the hexagon. Got the point. So these are menu driven. Similarly, you can draw anything you like. For example, this is okay, and one extra point has come, which I'm not interested, so I'll cancel this. I'm still in this one. Come here, and these extra points can be deleted. Okay, K, J, etc. can be deleted. Delete this and delete this. So it is the way it works. For example, you select ellipse. It says that ellipse, select two foci, then point on the ellipse. Okay. So you select two foci and a point on the ellipse. So you can select 2 points, say for example here, two foci, and a point on the ellipse, say there, and then go to ellipse. So it says select two foci. Suppose you want to make JK as foci, and the third point is L. and your ellipse is drawn. Very simple. And the corresponding equations and the instructions, which we have done by writing instructions earlier, can easily be drawn. Got the point? Uh, okay. Now I delete everything here to clean it, clean this thing, clean everything there, selecting the eraser. Okay, fine. So you have understood this. So it is very easy to operate this on. Now, another interesting thing I would like to tell you about the this one, which says that reflect an object either about a line or reflect about a point. What does this mean? It means that suppose this is the point selected. You delete this point. I want to delete this, and so you suppose select a circle, for example, circle with center and radius. You select a circle, cancel, circle. I don't want to position the circle here, that's why I've deleted it. Delete this point. Now I want to draw a circle. Okay, so I'll draw here. Suppose you take a circle. Okay, circle with center and radius. Suppose you say that its center, select the center point. So I first draw its center point. Suppose at this location, center, and then radius I have to supply. So I go to that circle with center and radius. So you select that center and radius. Okay, you make this is your circle. Okay, fine. Now you see, you can, if you like, you can draw its reflection about a point or about a line. For example, you select this, reflect about a line, about a point, let us select this object. I want to reflect it. About which point? Say about origin. So reflect this about a point. So this object, that is C, you select, and about the origin you want to do that. Okay, and it will be reflected here. So you write it here. Similarly, reflect C the circle about the origin, that is 0 comma 0, and you see it draws its reflection about the origin. Similarly, you can reflect this circle about this line. So see, I am using once again in tandem the instructions and this one. So this is done. You copy this duplicate input and you say that reflect C. Now this time about a line. So I will simply write down the equation of the line as y equal to 0. That is about x-axis. So x-axis will be acting as mirror. Its reflection is expected to be here. So reflect, see about, hopefully it will take, let us try, y equal to 0. Y equal to 0. Oh my god. Y equal to 0. And it draws. Similarly, you duplicate the input, reflect C about x equal to 0. That is about y-axis. And it draws this. You got the idea. It may be necessary sometimes to draw the reflection of a particular object about either a point or about a line. Okay, so I delete this. Okay, delete. You just press this, everything is deleted. Fine. So now what I'll be doing is that uh, once you do that, you suppose first make a circle, small circle. Okay. And about the slider, first I create a slider. Here, slider is slightly interesting in the sense that it gives you several options so nicely. For example, you say that I want to create a slider. Select the position of the slider. Suppose on the first, the on the algebraic graph paper, I want to put this out. It gives you whether this slider will be handling number, angle, or integer. Suppose I select number. Okay, and you can change its variation from say 0 to some number, say 30. You give 30, 0 to 30 with an increment of 1, and that's it. 0, 30 number. This is okay. So slider is created. Why it has not changed this one here? So slider. Oh, this is slider A. I want to acting. You do A, and you say that 0 to 30. Say 40. Okay. I am making some mistake here. I'll do it once again. Suppose you select a slider, select the position, okay, select it here. A is equal to a number whose value I'll change from 0 to say 40, and okay, it is created. Now something went wrong last time, but anyway, it is created what I wanted. Now what I will do, I want to create a circle with center and radius. For example, here circle with center and radius say uh, 0 0.5, 0.5. A circle is created. Okay, and then I will rotate this circle. That's why I created this one. Okay, I will rotate this circle. Um, this center position, can I change a bit? Let us see. Okay, now I will use a sequence command. sequence rotate sequence rotate. Which one to rotate? The circle C. By what angle? Or familiar angle? An angle I will vary. So it will be 2 pi, say, k by a, k by a, about which point, comma, about some point, say here, which is minus 2, say 1, about minus 2, 1, about minus 2, 1. And then the variation of k is k comma 1 comma a comma 1. It will be varying like this. B point I don't like, somehow it has been created, I delete the B. So you get a sequence, and you can easily see it creates pattern. We have done so many times. Okay. So this pattern is created. What I am telling, even this composite pattern, which is given a name L1, I now know I can get a reflection of this about any point or about any line I like. For example, I will say that uh, reflect, reflect what? Reflect L1, is not, comma, L1 is a composite object. This sequence, this all these circles, reflect L1 about a point, say, uh, 2 minus 2, reflect L1 about a point, say, 2 comma minus 2, and it is created. Minus 2 2 is a point here. If you like, you can create this point here at minus 2 2. Okay, 2 minus 2, and about this point I have reflected this. Got the point? So this way, if you like, you can reflect this about another point here, create this, or this sequence you can reflect it about this point, and can make a copy of this sequence L1 many times you like. And if you, as you know, that you can play with this one, with this change, both the things will change in the same way. So you can bring about some varieties while creating patterns. This may be very useful. So you see, the algebraic mode is very interesting in the sense that it not only provides this instruction mode, coupled with this icon driven things which are very easy to understand, uh, because the picture shows what is you are going to do. For example, this one, let us try this one, not this one. This is, it is telling that perpendicular line. Okay, select a perpendicular line and a point. For example, I will show that, and before that I will delete all these things. You have got the idea about this reflection business. About this I will tell, you can do several things. For example, you delete everything. Okay, delete. You delete everything here and you are here. Now, okay, you first have a point. Suppose you have a point here and you have a line segment which in one stroke I could write by writing down the instruction, but I am just showing the GeoGebra classics. Then you have to do so many steps to do it. So select B and C. Now suppose you want to draw a perpendicular from A upon BC. So here is the thing. So perpendicular line, select the perpendicular line and the point. So select this point and this object and your perpendicular line is drawn. What are the other options here? There are so many options. You can draw a parallel line, you can draw a perpendicular bisector um, of a line, which are self-explanatory and so on. Clear? And also, suppose you draw a circle here, draw a circle. I am going rather fast because it is so simple. You select a circle with a center here and suppose this is a circle. Clear? Now suppose you want to say that from the point B I want to draw a tangent to the circle. How to do it? Here you will see that in this line thing it is there. You want to draw a tangent. So go here, tangents. You select the point or line, then circle or conic function. Okay, so select this point and select the circle, and from B you can draw two tangents are drawn. Very simple, is not it? And of course the corresponding instructions you get here. Anyway, this is the GeoGebra Classic, which is also very popular because it is menu driven. You don't have to do so much typing. But if you want to do many work, many things in one stroke, it is always preferable that you write instructions. Even in GeoGebra Classic mode. I hope you have got the idea of GeoGebra Classic and you just on your own explore it. That's all. Nothing more is to be said about this at this stage. If necessary, I will recall it back in my next lecture. Thank you for watching this video. See you next time.